This is coming back because in Kwara State, the House of Assembly there has moved based on the comment made by the Senate President, who is a former governor, who is saying he does not want to take a double pay. And so the state is looking into the bill of making sure that former governors who are serving in other areas, as probably in Senate or as ministers, do not get this pay. But let's look at the legality, Mr. Ogunye.
Yeah.
What does the law say about all of these? If the law in the state gives these people these rights, is it law at the center, the constitution of the country, did say something different?
You know, I think that the legality or illegality of this payment has become topical over a period of time. And I think SIRAP has gone to court over it, I guess, to challenge the legality and all that. I'm not sure that a decision has been reached on that yet. But my view is that it's not legal. It's against the code of conduct of public officers, because you can't be drawing salaries, twice.
It's not illegal, it is moral.
It's illegal.
Okay.
It's illegal because you can't be drawing those salaries twice. The argument on the other side is that, no, we're not drawing two salaries. We are drawing one salary, but this is our pension. Now, my view is that you cannot be drawing those salaries as if you are in office. These salaries, if you look at the Lagos State law, is as if they received the salaries they received while they were in office. Free benefit, everything. That's how the law is worded. 100%. And on top of that, they provided houses, they provided cars, and this for life. For life. And so such persons then find their way.
In Lagos, for example, this benefit goes as far back as the days of Otedola.
No.
Mobolaji Johnson.
Yes.
Mobolaji Johnson?
Yeah.
Although the law was made in 2007. So it may well be argued whether the law has a retroactive effect.
I don't
want to talk about that. But what I know is that from that 2007, the governors that Lagos had produced since then are beneficiary of this law. And they're not complaining about it. And very interestingly, a beneficiary of it now, the Senate President has just said that he doesn't want it anymore. Good. But the one that he had received before the law is now repealed, is he refunding the money? So at what point did he realize that it wasn't right? You know, people may say better late than never. He's even saying it now. So let's applaud him. But the point is that with the current situation, if you are a governor, a deputy governor, and you've left office and you are receiving those benefits and you find your way to the Senate or to, you then become another officer, or you even become a president. You become a president. So does it then mean that you will be receiving your pensions as an ex-governor and then be receiving your salary currently as a president? So I don't think that is legal. I believe that it's against the code of conduct. But beyond that, let me say this. What is the rationale behind this law? In other words, my view is that that law in its entirety is not even about, because you only addressing one side of it, double portions, right? My view is that that law in itself, can it be justified in a democratic society? You are a governor. You are elected into office. You have all the perquisites of office and all that. You perhaps helped yourself with a security vote that nobody will ask you to account for. Things like that. You've had all privileges and opportunities in those 4 years or 8 years. And you then left that office and you say that you're going to get pensions for life, right? At those levels. What of a soldier What of a professor? Don't you realize that soldiers that got killed in the war against Boko Haram, some of them, about 200 families, were only paid about 90 or 90 million just 2 days ago or so? So how do we remunerate people in our society? And with that kind of arrangement, why would people kill to get into political offices? Because the money there is an attraction. That can't be right.
Mr. Nigbinde, with what one of the arguments is whether or not some of these states can even afford it. Some of these states perhaps owing salaries of workers. That comes to the table again. And the issue of we are not the ones who did this. We are just a beneficiary. How would you blame us for that? Isn't that another premise to look at?
Yeah, it's about, most of it, we will agree that.
Because if you are an ex-governor and you have that kind of benefit, will you reject it?
I would reject it. I would not.
On what basis?
Somebody has just rejected it now.
Yeah, on the basis of it's not fair on the Nigerian public. See, public resources that we have in Nigeria are lean and are small. We're not a rich country in terms of resources. You might say we have oil, we have whatever, but put it together in context of what? We don't even have enough to go around everybody when we put it per capita. So we don't have enough. And so even the little we have, we make sure that it is for some exclusive set of people. And that's why we can't develop. Public resources have to be efficient to the last kobo. But when you have a government, he has a house in Abuja, a house in Lagos, is enjoying emolument of domestic servants, constantly still going to have his car changed every 4 years, 6 cars, 4 cars. You know, those are the kind of things that makes you bleed as a Nigerian. That why would we do this?
And in any case, sir, let me jump in. What is the rationale of providing a house for a governor in Lagos State or Akwa Ibom State in Abuja? So what's the logic? What's the reasonableness of it? So what do you want? That governor has left office. So why are you providing a house for him in Abuja?
It's a benefit.
Did he govern Abuja?